This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Welcome back. Art is moving in the city center in a big way, and it's being done by 3 accomplished and noted artists.
Recently, Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, had a chance to take a look at the work in progress, and it enlightened him to pursue an industry that he believes has major potential of bringing in revenue for Bahamians and the economy. That story tonight from Clint Watson.
Behold Jammin'. It's a unique concept featuring the collaboration of 3 outstanding Bahamian artists, Stan Burnside, Antonius Roberts, and John Beadle.
We feel that this process comes out of our own indigenous originality and creativity through the art form of Junkanoo.
And believe it or not, the 3 actually all contributed their creativity to the same painting, something John Beadle says can be challenging at times.
Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's easy. When I decide to slack off, Antonius or Stan will take the reins, and I think the same thing. I do the same thing with them. It's difficult sometimes because you want to push. You want to push in a certain direction, but you hold back the reins because you expect the people who are working with you, your partners, to pick up the slack, and sometimes you don't want to push them too hard. But more often than not, it's easy.
The artists are painting out of a borrowed building in the heart of downtown Nassau, the former branch of CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Bay Street. Thanks to the building's owner, Manny Alexio, it's out of this facility the new phenomenon is gaining strength.
Really started this process, jamming from February. And we did not have a specific number. We just wanted to come together and to begin the process. And it just goes beyond working on canvas or working on individual pieces or group pieces. It's really about us coming together, sharing our experiences and sharing our stories and a sense of appreciation about who we are and what we're all about.
Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, had a personal tour of the facility recently. His response?
This has been a wonderful experience for me to be able to see this. But the question I then asked was, what is the outcome? You're here together. You each have studios elsewhere where you paint. You're spending a couple days, 3 days a week here doing this. You're on Bay Street, 4 million cruise passengers a year passing through this island. What are you interested in attaining by virtue of coming together here?
In our next report, those questions answered by the nation's leader. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.
2 Haitian boat captains are incarcerated at the Department of Corrections after being charged with assisting with illegal landings in J.C. Luther last week, in which 2 Haitian bodies washed ashore dead. Antoine Armard pled guilty in the magistrate court on Tuesday and was fined $2 grand or 2 years imprisonment at the Department of Corrections, where he is currently detained. Frankie Pierre pled not guilty on Wednesday in the magistrate's court and has been remanded until July 13th. 49 Haitian nationals, including 28 men, 14 women, and 7 children, were transported to the capital last Thursday. All of this after being apprehended by immigration officers on June 3rd. Haitian nationals and work permit holders Tide Esilis, Sinfilian Remy, and Robertson Guyer, along with Bahamian Franklin Smith, were also charged with harboring, aiding and abetting illegals who are fugitives from justice. The group pled not guilty, and Smith was granted $1,500 bail and will appear in court on September 16th. The Haitian nationals are on remand at the Department of Corrections until their July 13th trial. Undocumented Haitian national Johnny Emile was also charged in the magistrate's court in Roxanne Luther with 4 counts of assault with a deadly instrument and causing damage to a Department of Immigration vehicle. He entered a not guilty plea and was remanded to the Department of Corrections until June 17th. A Haitian national is also detained at the Princess Margaret Hospital in police custody after he was arrested for suspicion of assaulting a police and immigration officer in Palmetto, Port Eleuthera on June 9th. The man sustained face and shoulder injuries after the police officer's service revolver accidentally went off.
In other court news, 30-year-old Kervin Neely, who was accused of aiding and abetting in the murder of 17-year-old Enrico Major, was sentenced to 18 years in prison today by Supreme Court Justice Bernard Turner this morning. Court records indicate that on June 1st last year, Neely did purposely abet Dwayne Peter Lockhart to murder Enrico Major, the son of Dwight and Keva Major. The teen was brutally stabbed to death near the S.E. McPherson Junior High School. Neely's sentencing began on March 30th. Meanwhile, Dwayne Peter Lockhart was sentenced to 24 years in prison for Major's murder on March 16th.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. Former Financial Services Minister Ryan Pinder noted that a key area of growth and diversification of the country's financial services industry lies in the recognition of the Bahamas as a jurisdiction for the trade and settlement in Chinese currency. He believes it presents an opportunity for development and growth in financial services. Therefore, he encouraged his colleagues not to delay in the implementation of that trading platform. In other business news, the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort has announced the opening of Estiatorio Milos restaurant in the fall. Milos, a Greek-influenced Mediterranean seafood restaurant, has 6 locations worldwide. Atlantis has more than 21 restaurants and 19 bars and lounges, including Nobu, Todd English's Olives, and Cafe Martinique. The redesign of the restaurant space will begin this summer. And in international news, the European Commission has opened a formal antitrust investigation into Amazon's e-book business. The EC will look into clauses in Amazon's contracts that requires publishers to inform the U.S. firm about deals they have with its rivals. Amazon, which owns the Kindle e-reader, is already under pressure over low tax rates it pays in Luxembourg. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.